At 94 years old, the first light of dawn isn't a signal to rush, it's an invitation. It's a quiet, sacred appointment I have with my own vitality. So many people wake up feeling older than they are, tired before their day has even begun, but this isn't our natural state. The habits I practice are my daily dialogue with my body's incredible defense systems. 99% of people misunderstand the profound power of the final habit I'll share. It is the invisible thread that weaves the others together, and without it, you're merely going through motions, missing the true life-altering benefits. Morning hydration. Before a single thought of the day's obligations is allowed to enter my mind, my first action is one of profound and simple respect for the vessel I inhabit. I begin with hydration, but this is a far more intentional act than simply drinking a glass of water. Every morning, without fail, I prepare and sip a large mug of warm water infused with the juice of half a freshly squeezed lemon. This is not about following a trend, it is about honoring basic human physiology. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a state of natural dehydration. Through the simple act of breathing, you have lost a significant amount of water overnight, and your internal systems have been working diligently in a state of repair and detoxification. The brain, in particular, performs a nightly cleanse, flushing out metabolic byproducts that can accumulate and fog our thinking. So, the first offering your body craves is not a shock of caffeine or a rush of sugar, but a gentle cleansing flush. The temperature is crucial. I choose warm water for a very specific reason. Cold water entering the stomach can be a jolt to the system, causing the muscles and blood vessels of your gastrointestinal tract to constrict. It's an aggressive wake-up call that your body must then expend energy to counteract. Warm water, however, acts like a gentle embrace. It soothes and relaxes the digestive tract, stimulating the vagus nerve and gently signaling to your organs that the day is beginning. It prepares your stomach for digestion without force. Think of it as the difference between turning on a light with a dimmer switch versus flipping a harsh, bright fluorescent bulb. The lemon is my strategic partner in this ritual. Its benefits extend far beyond its bright flavor. While acidic in taste, lemon juice, once metabolized by the body, actually has a mild alkalizing effect, helping to buffer the natural acidity that can build up from stress and cellular processes. More importantly, it delivers a dose of essential bioactive compounds. The vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant, a free radical scavenger that protects my cells from oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of aging. It's a foundational nutrient for my immune cells, the defenders that patrol my 60,000 miles of blood vessels. But lemons also contain other powerful plant chemicals, or polyphenols, such as hesperidin, which has been shown to support the health and integrity of our blood vessels. At my age, maintaining strong, flexible, and clear blood vessels is non-negotiable for cognitive health, heart health, and overall vitality. This morning drink stimulates peristalsis, the muscular wave that moves waste through your intestines, effectively completing the detoxification work your body started during the night. So many modern health complaints begin with a sluggish digestive system. This simple habit is a profound act of preventative care. It's the first promise you make to yourself, a declaration that you will treat your body with conscious intention, starting a cascade of wellness that lasts the entire day. Gentle motion. Once my internal environment has been gently cleansed and awakened, I turn my attention to the physical frame. My second habit is movement, but it is the antithesis of the no pain, no gain mentality that has misled so many people. My body does not need to be punished to be healthy, it needs to be communicated with. I engage in about 20 minutes of slow, flowing, deliberate motion. For me, this is a personal, intuitive blend of movements drawn from the ancient practices of Tai Chi and Qigong, which are often described as meditation in motion. I find a space by my window, connecting with the natural morning light, and I start by simply bringing my awareness to my breath. I take long, deep diaphragmatic breaths that fill my belly and expand my ribcage. This single act is powerful, delivering a surge of fresh oxygen to my blood and calming my sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response that so many of us live in constantly. Then I begin to move. I move with a conscious intention to stimulate my circulation. My arms rise slowly over my head, and I visualize nutrient-rich blood flowing all the way to my fingertips and back to my heart. I perform slow, graceful spinal twists, gently decompressing the vertebrae and waking up the thousands of nerves along my spinal column. I do controlled circles with my ankles and hips, not to strain them, but to lubricate the joints with synovial fluid. This is critical. Cartilage has no direct blood supply. It relies on this movement to absorb the nutrients it needs to stay healthy and cushioned. This morning ritual directly nourishes my joints, preventing the stiffness and pain that many people half my age accept as normal. But on a deeper cellular level, something even more profound is happening. This gentle motion helps to regulate my body's angiogenesis system, which is the process of growing and maintaining blood vessels. A healthy life requires this system to be in perfect balance, not growing too many vessels which can feed diseases, and not too few which can starve tissues of oxygen. Gentle, regular movement has been shown to be one of the most powerful natural regulators of this vital system. Furthermore, this movement is the engine of my lymphatic system. Think of the lymphatic system as the body's sophisticated waste removal service and a primary component of your immune defenses. But unlike the circulatory system, which has the heart as its pump, the lymphatic system relies almost entirely on the contraction and relaxation of your muscles to move its fluid. When we are sedentary, this fluid can stagnate, hampering the body's ability to clear out toxins and pathogens. My 20 minutes of gentle motion is me consciously priming that pump, ensuring my immune cells can travel freely to where they are needed. It also sharpens my proprioception, my brain's sense of where my body is in space. This is a critical sense for maintaining balance and preventing falls, a major key to maintaining independence as we age. It's a practice that grounds me in my physical self, builds my confidence for the day ahead, and ensures the rivers of life within me are flowing clear and strong. Digestive rest. After hydration and movement, I practice a habit that modern culture often finds challenging. I do nothing, at least when it comes to eating. For the next 1 to 2 hours, sometimes even longer depending on how I feel, I consciously extend my overnight fast. I embrace a period of digestive rest. This isn't about deprivation, it's about reallocation of energy. The process of digestion is one of the most metabolically demanding tasks your body performs. By not immediately introducing food upon waking, I give my body a precious extended window to focus its resources on another, equally crucial process: deep cellular cleanup and rejuvenation. This is a biological gift to yourself, a strategy that taps into one of the most potent longevity pathways we have. During this extended fast, the body dramatically upregulates a process known as autophagy. The term autophagy comes from the Greek for self-eating, and it's as profound as it sounds. It is your body's innate intelligent system for cellular recycling. Throughout the day and night, your cells accumulate waste, misfolded proteins, damaged mitochondria that are no longer producing energy efficiently, and other molecular debris. If left to build up, this cellular junk can impair cellular function and is a hallmark of the aging process and many chronic diseases. Autophagy is the housekeeping crew that identifies this garbage, breaks it down, and recycles the raw materials to build new, healthy cellular components. It is a fundamental process of renewal. When you extend your fast into the morning, you are giving this cleanup crew uninterrupted time to do its most thorough work. Every time you eat, you effectively sound an alarm that forces the body to shift its priority from clean and repair to digest and store. By simply waiting, you are allowing this vital maintenance to complete its cycle. This period of digestive rest also provides profound benefits for the trillions of microbes living in my gut. My microbiome is a complex ecosystem that orchestrates my immunity, my mood, and even my metabolic health. Like all ecosystems, it benefits from periods of rest. A constant barrage of food can disrupt the delicate balance of bacteria and put stress on the gut lining. This fasting window allows that precious lining, a single layer of cells that forms the barrier between your gut and your bloodstream, to repair and strengthen itself, preventing a condition known as leaky gut. It allows beneficial bacteria to flourish, performing their own housekeeping duties and producing beneficial compounds called postbiotics that further reduce inflammation. This intelligent pause also promotes metabolic flexibility, encouraging my body to shift from burning sugar for fuel to efficiently burning stored fat. This creates a more stable, sustainable energy source for my brain and body, free from the highs and lows of blood sugar spikes. This quiet time isn't empty. It's full of powerful, silent, regenerative activity. First, fuel. When I do decide it is time to break my fast, that first meal is chosen with the precision of a physician writing a prescription. It is not just about quieting hunger, it is about providing my body with specific bioactive compounds that will activate and support its 5 key health defense systems. I call it my first fuel, and it is designed to be anti-inflammatory, pro-microbiome, and supportive of my cellular defenses. The core of this meal rarely changes. It consists of a bowl of full-fat, plain kefir, which is a fermented dairy product. I choose kefir over yogurt sometimes because it contains a wider, more diverse range of probiotic strains, live beneficial bacteria that will reinforce my gut's ecosystem. These are my living allies. Into the kefir, I add a large handful of walnuts and a small handful of ground flax seeds. Walnuts are a nutritional powerhouse, rich in a specific type of omega-3 fatty acid called ALA, which is profoundly beneficial for brain health, but they are also packed with unique polyphenols that directly feed beneficial gut bacteria. The flax seeds provide lignans, another potent polyphenol, and soluble fiber, which helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels. The star of this meal, however, is the generous topping of colorful berries. I use a mix of what is in season: wild blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These are not mere natural sweeteners. They are some of the most potent food as medicine ingredients on the planet. Their deep, rich colors are a signal of their high concentration of compounds called anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that protect my DNA from daily damage, and they've been shown to support a healthy angiogenic system, keeping my blood vessel network in pristine condition. For an extra boost, I sometimes stir in a teaspoon of raw cacao powder, not sweetened cocoa, but pure cacao. Cacao is one of the richest sources of flavonols, compounds that enhance blood flow, particularly to the brain, which supports cognitive function. The synergy between these ingredients is what creates the magic. The healthy fats from the walnuts help my body absorb the fat-soluble nutrients from the meal. The fiber from the berries and seeds feeds the probiotics from the kefir. To accompany this beautiful bowl, I brew a cup of high-quality green tea. For millennia, green tea has been consumed as a health tonic, and modern science has revealed why. It contains a unique and powerful catechin known as EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. EGCG is a multi-talented molecule. It's a potent antioxidant, it has anti-inflammatory properties, it supports a healthy metabolism, and it even helps to activate our body's own regenerative stem cells. The L-theanine in the tea also provides a sense of calm, focused energy, a beautiful contrast to the jarring jolt of coffee. This entire meal is a symphony of information. I am not just eating food, I am sending targeted instructions to my cells to defend, repair, and thrive. This is how you build a body that is resilient to the insults of modern life. You don't just avoid the bad, you strategically and joyfully add the powerfully good. Inner stillness. This final habit is the most important. It is the one that is most easily skipped in our frenetic modern world, and it is the one that gives true power and meaning to all the others. It is the anchor. After I have nourished my body with its first fuel, I do not jump into tasks or look at a screen. I return to my comfortable chair and dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to a practice of profound inner stillness. This is not about emptying the mind, which is nearly impossible, but about gently directing it. This practice is universal, requiring no special belief system, only the willingness to be present with oneself. I close my eyes and I return my focus to the simple, physical sensation of my breath entering and leaving my body. This act of anchoring to the breath brings me immediately into the present moment, away from anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. Then, with this sense of presence, I consciously cultivate the emotion of gratitude. I scan my life, my body, and my immediate surroundings, and I find 3 specific things for which I am genuinely grateful. It could be the comfort of my chair, the complex flavor of the berries I just ate, the fact that my mind is clear, or the love I feel for my family. This is not just a pleasant mental exercise, it is a profound biochemical intervention. The feeling of sincere gratitude actively downregulates the production of cortisol, our primary stress hormone. Chronic elevation of cortisol is a corrosive force in the body. It suppresses our immune system, raises blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and accelerates aging. By consciously activating feelings of gratitude, I am creating an internal environment of safety and healing. I am flipping my neurochemical switches from a state of threat to a state of peace, which allows my immune system to function at its peak and my body to properly digest and assimilate the nourishment I've provided. Finally, within this stillness, I connect with my sense of purpose for the day. Researchers studying the blue zones, areas with the highest concentrations of centenarians, found that having a strong sense of purpose, what the Okinawans call ikigai, or a reason to get up in the morning, is a key predictor of a long, healthy life. This doesn't need to be a grand ambition. My purpose for the day may be to write a letter, to successfully cultivate a new plant on my windowsill, or to learn something new from a book. This forward-looking intention organizes the mind, prevents feelings of aimlessness, and creates psychological resilience. Astonishingly, studies have even linked a strong sense of purpose to the maintenance of longer telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes that are a key biomarker of biological aging. This final practice of inner stillness is what integrates body, mind, and spirit. It is the source from which the discipline for the other habits flows. It transforms a routine into a sacred ritual, ensuring that my journey through life is not just long, but filled with grace, awareness, and profound vitality. These 5 habits are the foundational pillars upon which I have built a life of 94 independent and vibrant years. They are not complicated or expensive. They are simple, elegant acknowledgments of the body's own miraculous intelligence. This is not about fighting aging, but about partnering with it, gracefully. It's a daily commitment to cultivating an inner environment where health is the natural, inevitable outcome. It's a quiet revolution against a world that tells us to rush, to consume without thought, and to disconnect from our own biology. This is the path to not only adding more years to your life, but more importantly, adding more conscious, joyful, and radiant life to every one of your years. Which of these habits feels the most achievable for you to start tomorrow? And which one feels like the biggest, most rewarding challenge? Reading through these, I realized how much my body has been asking for that gentle motion and inner stillness. Curious to hear what resonated with all of you.